If I asked you to name the best character roster in any Mario game ever, many of you would probably mention something like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's roster. Obviously that game has a huge and iconic roster, but no, this isn't about that, okay? And I don't even think it counts as a Mario game. Or maybe you think I'm talking about Mario Party 10, because that's one of the first games your girlfriend Rosalina was a playable character in. Also nope. Or maybe you just love the Koopalings, so you think I must be talking about Mario Kart 8, a game that dedicates 50 slots to them, and to that I say, you scare me. No, today, I'm talking about the once-in-a-lifetime roster of Mario Super Sluggers for the Wii. That's right, that Mario baseball game you rented from Blockbuster all those years ago. Today, I feel like praising it a bit, so come along, or more specifically, praising its roster. Mario Super Sluggers was a Mario baseball game that released on the Wii in 2008, which we have yet to get a sequel to, which is kinda crazy, but I've heard some people say the reason they haven't made another one is because baseballs just don't exist anywhere outside of the United States, but I digress. So yeah, I ain't a huge baseball expert, but I do know that each team has a lot of players in it, alright? So what does Nintendo do? They give you a bunch of characters to choose from in this game. So you're first introduced to your roster of captains you can choose from. This includes the usual suspects, your Mario and Luigi's, your Wario and Waluigi's, heavies like Bowser and Donkey Kong, and wait a minute, Bowser Jr. too? What's this youngster doing amongst all these grown-ass adults? Alright, I really like Bowser Jr., so I guess I can accept him as a captain, but just don't invite any of your Koopaling friends to come fill up 80% of this roster, thank you. Alright, so getting past the captains is when we get to the good stuff. The team players, baby. Once again, you have your basic Mario side characters here, such as the baby versions of our beloved Mario Bros and their princesses, your Toads from all colors of the rainbow, as well as Toadsworth. Wait a second. Toadsworth? You can just put this guy in a Mario baseball game that's not illegal? He has stuff to do and places to be, such as the Paper Mario series, or escorting Mario throughout the sunny beaches of Super Mario Sunshine. But no, I guess this old shroom just wanted to take a break and play some baseball, which is funny because Toadsworth is only playable in one other game besides Sluggers, Mario Superstar Baseball for the GameCube. That's right, this guy just can't get enough of stealing home base, I guess. You also have Toadette here, which is crazy. I mean, obviously it makes sense that if you have Toadsworth, Toadette has to be in the roster. She's arguably a bit more famous than Toadsworth, but it's still really cool of Nintendo to give us basically the whole Toad gang as playable characters when they easily could have just stopped with giving us like a few different colored Toads. I mean, they have done that in other games. Speaking of things that come in packages, we can also play as the Koopa family tree in Sluggers, like the regular Koopa, the Paratroopa, and different colors for each of them. Same with the Goombas, we get the ones who fly and the ones who don't. But that's enough of the boring enemies, because we gotta get to Monty Mole, oh yeah! Even though this guy is a mole, that doesn't mean he's staying in the dugout, no sir. He's out and about smashing home runs alongside... Wait, who's that on this team? We got a blooper on the field and out of the water? How is this guy not dead? Well, the laws of nature don't apply to Mr. Blooper, that's for sure. I guess it was tired of chasing after Mario underwater and thought it would have a better chance at chasing him from one base to another. On the topic of enemies, you can also play as Kamek, and it's so cool that he uses a little wand as a bat, like, it's such a cool detail to add in there, but damn, I wonder if this is kind of Kamek's way of cheating his way to a victory. Maybe he's enchanting the baseball with every swing. We also got our sweet prince, King Boo, as well as regular Boo, his royal subject. I know they like to hide, but they ain't hiding in this Mario Sluggers roster. Oh, and what's that noise? I think I hear another iconic enemy making his way to the roster. That's right, Wiggler Nation. Wiggler is also in the game. Sure, he hit it big time by being in the newest Mario Kart, but I feel like humbling Mr. Wiggler by reminding him of his humble beginnings as a rookie baseball player. Remember when I mentioned Toadsworth should stay on the islands of Mario Sunshine? Well, he isn't the only one, because the island dwellers themselves join us. The Piantas took a break from selling overpriced pineapples on Delfino Island to be in this game. And not only the Piantas, but their neighbors, the Noki, are in the game too. Like, dude, I didn't even know the Noki's name before making this video. I had to look it up. So the fact that Nintendo put a character in the roster that I didn't know the name of, even with me being a huge Nintendo fanboy, is actually kind of insane. Because it feels like Nintendo at times plays it safe when it comes to which characters they want to shine the light on in their games. So it's nice to see some characters here that even I forget the name of. But you know what character I'll never forget the name of? The real King Kong himself, Donkey Kong. But wait, this section isn't about him. This is about the entire Kong extended family being in this game. Alright, maybe not the entire family, but still. Like, who is she? I get why Dixie Kong is in this, but you're telling me there's 2 Lady Kongs in this game? Like, do we have the budget for that? Keeping in the Kong lineage, we also have Baby Kong here, and it's just so lame that only the Baby Mario Brothers and Baby Princesses have somehow been in more games, but not Baby Kong. He's so lonely, why is he stuck in Mario Sluggers, Nintendo? This guy's a merchandising machine. And obviously you can't forget about Funky Kong. Is it really a video game if Funky Kong isn't in it? Not only did Nintendo give us all the Kongs we could ask for, but we got their rival gang too. King K. Rool is here. I don't know why you dorks were so excited when he was revealed as a playable character in Smash, because this dude's been smashing home runs since 2008 in this game. And you know K. Rool can't take on all the Kongs on his own in this game, right? So he had to bring his +1, another crocodile. Like, not only did we get some of the basic Mario minions, but we also got to play as the minions from the Donkey Kong games. Oh, where are my manners? His name is Critter. In addition to all these characters, you also get to choose alternate colors for a few of them. Like, we were able to get alternate colors of the damn critters in this game without having to pay for some DLC. I'm looking at you, Mario Kart 8, with your paid Yoshi colors. Nintendo truly went crazy with this roster. They really looked at various corners of the Mario universe to fill the roster out. There are even a few characters I didn't point out, and the crazy part is, I feel like some of the modern rosters we see now in Mario games are only as big as the amount of characters I didn't mention in this video. That's how stacked Slugger's roster is. We got characters in this game that we rarely ever get to play as anymore, if any more at all. Nintendo easily could have just filled the roster with multiples of one character type, similar to what it does with the Super Mario Strikers games, where you chose your team captain and you have to play with the team full of Toads or Koopas, but Nintendo didn't do that with Sluggers. And I'm sure the main reason for this is because each character has a certain set of stats to take into consideration, which is just another level of detail that I think makes this game very unique and worthy of praise. I just think this is such a random game to have such a stacked roster. Like, how many people even talk about Mario Sluggers out there besides me at this very moment? So yeah, it's just a GameCube game having this kind of a roster, bigger than most Switch games that we see now. Not that I'm bashing all the Switch games that we've gotten. I mean, they're all, not all of them, I'm not that big of a Nintendo fanboy, but most of them are pretty great in terms of like the party games and the rosters they offer. But man, like, why Sluggers? Did Nintendo just think this would be the last family Mario game we'd ever get, so they thought, let's just give it our all, let's put everything in it? It sure feels like that. A part of me, actually a big part of me, believes we'll never see another roster like this again in the Mario sports game. But a small part of me is holding up hope that the ghost of Dark Bones comes into Miyamoto's bedroom at night to haunt him, just so we can get another game with him and the rest of this crew in it. Fingers crossed. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. And make sure to check out some of my other videos too. I'm a Nintendo focused channel that likes to talk about random things that pop into my head at night regarding Nintendo games. So if you're interested in that, make sure to stick around. Thanks for watching.